Hello, everybody, and welcome out to Board Game Breakfast here on the Dice Tower. My name is Chris Yi.
I'm Wendy Yi.
And good morning, I'm Eric Summerer.
Today, we are excited to kick off this week. This is the final week of your normally scheduled content. Why? Why, you may ask?
Because of Dice Tower West.
That is correct.
Wouldn't it be
I was hoping that you
West
would ask.
based on what Chris is saying? West.
Oh, I'm sorry. What Chris,
Why?
is going on next
West.
week? I have no idea what's on my schedule.
Dice Tower West. That's right, Eric. Yes. So this is the last episode of Board Game Breakfast before we're going to be out in fabulous Las Vegas for Dice Tower West. If you will be there, then you get to meet all three of us, and we'll talk a little bit more about the convention in general. But that actually the whole episode, I think, is kind of based around Dice Tower West. So even if you can't come, you get a little flavor of it, a little flavor of Las Vegas.
A
What
taste,
is
as
the
it were.
flavor of Las Vegas?
Sand,
Mm.
asphalt, iron because of Red Rock Canyon,
Neon.
neon, yeah. Oh,
Ooh, what does that liquid taste like? That's not going to like cause me internal damage, is it?
Yeah,
I think
a
that's
little.
It's glowing Kool-Aid.
I think it's a gas, right? Neon's in a gaseous
Yes,
form.
it is.
Yeah,
When it's in the tubes.
It is.
I think I assume though, if you were to distill that gas down into a liquid and drink it, it would taste a lot like Mountain Dew because it's
Oh,
about the same
100%.
color spectrum. And yes, Richard Saunders, Las Vegas, Nevada, not Las Vegas, New Mexico, and not Las Vegas, Nevada. I get to be snooty about one thing. All the locals pronounce it Nevada. Is it incorrect compared to the Spanish? It sure is. But do you also pronounce the state Colorado?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Well, then you have the high ground. You can call it Nevada. Hey, before we get too carried away here, because we've already clearly been carried away, Eric, the
Yeah.
floor is yours. You have 1 minute to showcase any skill of your choice. It can be anything within reach of your table.
Go.
I got a nose flute.
Wait, I don't.
Wait. Eric went silent. You went mute. Eric, we can't hear you.
I don't hear the
What?
nose flute.
Is it too high? Is the frequency too high and it just broke?
Were you just joshing us? Were you not actually doing anything? You definitely looked like you were into it.
You can hear me now though, right?
Yeah.
We can hear you just fine.
I wonder if noise canceling killed it. We're gonna try again.
Oh, nope, we can't hear it. We had half of a whistle.
Yeah, what's going on?
It's
Eric.
a silent nose flute. It's broken.
What? Okay, unmute your telephonic device over there, and we'll hear it through the joy of the phone.
This is okay. This is gonna sound weird. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm guessing that your noise canceling is probably getting rid of that whistle.
I think that is an unintended consequence of our internet telephony.
We don't have noise canceling on these, do we? We didn't secretly just like have him reperform it again, and the chat can't hear it still.
Do you have a nose flute? Is that why you ask? This would blow my mind.
No, but I
if-
did have one growing up.
Okay, folks, if you don't know what a nose flute is, it's time to do some Googling after the episode of Board Game Breakfast
Use
this morning.
the term humanitone.
Humanitone. Wow, is that the name of it?
That is really the name of it.
I'm learning so much, folks.
I'm cultured.
We're gonna go over to our sponsor, GripMat, who unfortunately does not have a humanitone, but a pretty good little advertisement, and then we'll be back with our Eyecatchers. This show is sponsored by GripMat, who makes custom play mats for many of your favorite games. With their custom grip surface, you can keep cards and tiles in place without worrying about messing up the gameplay. Or you can get one without the grip surface if you just want a great-looking mat. Whether sprucing up a hot new title or an old classic, consider picking up a grip mat in the Etsy link below.
Oh, it's never gonna get old.
I know we've only seen this intro twice now. That really does look like you, Chris. So I just imagine you standing there ready to receive the dice. It's time for Eyecatchers, which is something that has caught our eye in the last few weeks. And after a bit of a departure, I actually have a board game to talk about today. It's an upcoming one from Fowers Games. And the reason it's got my interest is that my son is going to be all over this. The game is called Walkable Cities. It is, or Walkable City, singular. You are teaming up. So each player on the board is some method of transportation in a city. So you've got like the buses, and you've got the light rail, and you've got bicycles, and you've got pedestrians. And you are trying to build routes to get people where they want to go. It's still early. This is upcoming on crowdfunding soon. I'm not sure. I don't know if they have a date for when the campaign begins. But I like the style. I like the vibe. I like the idea. My son is all about public transportation. He's a bit of a public transportation nerd. And so this one's very much of interest as you work together and try and build a walkable city. I'm excited.
Explain a public transportation nerd, if you don't mind. Does he geek out and goes, oh my gosh, Japan just introduced the new maglev hover train 7B64, which has these, oh my gosh, it can hit 172 kilometers during the straight. Like, what is a public transportation nerd?
I mean, I think that is one variety of public transportation nerd. I don't think he's that interested in the actual technology of the transportation methods. He likes the logistics of how it works. For example, he rode the train every day to go to a theater camp down in New Haven over the summer for a couple years and was all about that. We went to Europe and rode every possible public transportation method in France and Amsterdam, or in Paris and Amsterdam. We did trams, we did ferries, we did light rail, we did regional rail, and just had a blast doing all that. And so he is very much into the let's not take a car to this, and let's find a way to transit the city with public transportation. And that's what this game's all about.
Okay. To be clear, I wasn't making fun of it. My stepdad is all about airplanes, and he can talk your ear off about like airplanes. So that's a fine thing to nerd out about. But that's interesting. That's interesting. So your son reminds me, Eric, of when you play Let's Make a Bus Route or Get on Board.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's the different categories of like the students that you want to deliver to different places. And I just love that one of the categories in that game is the elderly who just want to ride the bus. They're not going anywhere.
just want to be on there.
Well, a lot of cities will let elderly, like if you're over 55 or 60 or whatever, they'll just let you ride for free too. So you can literally just hop on the bus every day, hang out, talk to people.
You just become one of the features of the bus at that point.
Yeah, get off, have some lunch, hop back on.
You better believe when I turn 55, I'm gonna put on an old man voice affect. Oh, hello there, Sonny. Be like, dude, you're clearly not an old mining prospector. Oh, back in my day, I did declare.
Put on some false bushy gray eyebrows.
Oh, I can't wait for those.
Oh man.
All right, who's next? I think that this is you. You're the next.
Oh, it's
Eyecatcher.
me. Okay. The eyes that I'm going to catch is a fabulous game by Phil Walker Harding. This is a number 2 version, though there have been various and sundry other versions. And this is Sushi Go Chef's Special. So this is Sushi Go Party. This is like a second edition. So they're coming up with, I think it's 25 new sushi cards. And this is honestly one I'm surprised hasn't happened years and years and years ago, because Sushi Go is so popular. Sushi Go Party has been so fabulous. And it just seems super expandable. So they've got some interesting, if you played the 10th anniversary edition, they pulled some of the desserts from that, and then there's some of the promos that have come out over the years, but then there's stuff that's like completely new, like the little wagon wheel crisps and the cup of ice. I don't know what that one does. Yeah, there's some fun stuff up there. What does that say?
Round.
End. Choose an appetizer to keep or score 2 points. Interesting.
So it's just ice for storage?
Ooh,
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, so you can hold
You can
on to
put the
cards and
sushi on
switch
ice.
around.
Yeah. Okay. What do the Crispies do down at the bottom right?
The little pinwheelsies.
The little pinwheelsies.
Lotus chips.
Yeah, those chips. Those are
Okay.
delicious.
Discard if not in order. Oh, you have to get your numbers in order.
Okay. Yeah, some of these things that we saw. Let me see if I can change the audio level. Someone's saying that Eric is noticeably louder than Wendy and myself, but
Oh, it's because the nose flute.
that's true. It threw off
It's
the
messed with
balance.
the algorithm. The AI is
did.
all screwy now.
Yeah.
So some of these things we've seen in like the Sushi Go 10th anniversary edition box, like the basic Sushi Go.
Yeah.
So the strawberry pudding, the mochi, and the
Mochi.
bubble tea. And then some of these are promos that we've had over the years. I think the ginger is a promo that we bought.
I don't remember seeing that picture before.
It's cute. It looks like a tongue. Whoa.
I thought it was a snail without its shell, like a slug.
So I haven't played Sushi Go in a while. Why is the pufferfish in a plastic bag? Is that a gameplay thing?
I doubt it. No, these are not.
It's for everyone's protection.
Yeah, these are not final edition of the cards. But I mean, it's true. If you get stung by a pufferfish, you immediately die.
That's just science.
These are dangerous cards. Don't eat it. Don't eat that.
All right, I've bumped down Eric's audio just a little bit. So, yeah. So anyway, if you notice that the audio is better, let me know, or if we need some more adjustment.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is one I'm
Cool.
really excited about because I've wanted this expanded for a long time. The best news, this is going to be in a Cosmos square box instead of a tin.
Interesting. I bet we could fit all of our Sushi Go
It actually,
party stuff in
yeah,
the box.
in
then.
this announcement, it actually mentioned that there's going to be extra space, so you probably can pull your other Sushi Go party out and mix it all together.
When you say Cosmos, is that Cosmos 2-player size box or like a full Ticket to Ride size box?
Oh well, I assume it's Ticket to Ride size.
Does it say Cosmos?
It says Cosmos size.
The box is a large square
There you go,
Cosmos
large.
size with lots
Large
of space
square.
in the tray for other cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking Dominion size or whatever. Is Cosmos?
Okay.
Yeah, it's about the same size as Dominion box, right?
I assume. Yeah, most of the like large square boxes are about standard. It's not Simon who's like insistent on making theirs like half a centimeter larger than every
Then
other
they
square
don't
box.
fit in our shelves very well. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
problem.
the Cosmos large square, thinking like drop it size, is
Yeah.
the same size as a Ticket to Ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that one I'm super excited about.
So this news comes from W. Eric Martin's Board Game Beat, which is W. Eric Martin used to do the Board Game Geek news, and he is now doing his own independent website here for news. And this is a good scoop that he got, as well as my Eyecatcher, which is also from Game Right Games, Forbidden Legacy. So, Eric, have you played all of the Forbidden Games, Island, Desert, Skies, and Jungle?
I have played all 4. I could rank them if you wanted, but yeah.
I desire it right now more than anything else.
Go.
Desert is my favorite because it has the most cool variety. I like the way the storms work. And then it's going to be Island, and then Jungle, and then Sky.
I think I still like Forbidden Island, just kind of at the tippy top, despite the fact it's the simplest. And Desert, I think, is indeed truly like a better game. But Forbidden Island also has that soft spot. I think it was the first co-op game that Wendy and I ever played.
Yeah, I've never played Forbidden Skies, so I have no opinion on launching rockets into space. But I do think I like Island more too, and I don't know if it's just because I grew up in a desert and it's slightly horrifying to think that I'd run out of water,
That's a
or if
thing.
it's just
Yes.
more difficult. I feel like that one was just slightly more difficult.
How do you land on Jungle, Eric? Did you enjoy Forbidden Jungle for the most part?
I
or-
like Jungle. I think it's a little tricky to get a handle on because it's all about the swarming and the the mechanisms of how the baddies start to surge. Is a little tough to get a hold of, and also it can be very swingy. Like if you manage to get the draw so that the bad guys just keep bumping into walls and not really coming at you, then you're going to win somewhat easily. But if they're always headed your direction and stinging you, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Getting
also
overrun
remember-
is a real thing.
I also remember that the little characters didn't always, like the tall guys didn't stand up well. They often
The little
fell over.
They
spider
fall over.
critters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
have
top
to kinda, like,
heavy.
separate the legs a little bit, get them to stand. I like Jungle quite a bit, and I think that it's. We never played Sky because we heard not heartening things about it. Interesting gimmick, but maybe not the best game. But Forbidden Legacy is Matt Leacock and Rob Davio co-design, and the fact that it's going to, I think it's going to be like a $50 Gen Con release, and it just has that quality of the design team behind it. It has, in my opinion, 3 out of 4 good games in this series. And if they're going to do a legacy game, I would have to imagine that they're going to really put their hearts into it, that it's something that they are passionate about. Because I remember in an interview, I feel like 8 years ago, Rob Davio was like, I might be done with legacy games for a while. And then he didn't stop.
I mean, people keep being like, "Hey, want to partner with me? Hey, want me to pay you to help me?"
Yeah, I mean, and
know?
he did a few like offshoot things without Matt Leacock, like Forbidden, Forbidden Werewolf Legacy and Betrayal, House of the Hill Legacy, like some of those ones. But like when he and Matt work together, it's a good sign of
golden.
things.
Yeah.
And they've done
Yes.
simpler legacy games too, like the Pyramid one, the Fire Spirits at the Pyramid.
Oh, not Zapotec. This start with. I know this one.
Yeah, it's one we reviewed. I
was
liked
like a
it a
kid
lot.
game, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a kid's game. It was kind of a twist on Matt Leacock's Capybaras in Outer Space or whatever.
Oh, you're talking about Mole Rats in Outer Space. This is Ziggurat.
Ziggurat. I knew it started with Z.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah, so they've done like more family weight legacy games as well. So that gets me very, very pumped about this. I also really like they have little pictures here over on Board Game Beat, and I like that the each scenario book looks like a graphic novel of tomorrow.
Oh, it does.
And so yeah, I really dig this, and so yeah, I think that this is going to be super cool.
I'm just happy that the Stargate license is finally getting a good game.
See, I was thinking this was like Quantum Leap, but you're right. Stargate does go through the portal.
Yeah,
It looks like they're saving things or something.
yeah. I'm guessing that's the portal that we opened at the end of Forbidden Jungle. There's the whole conversation about how
Yeah.
each game kind of leads into the next one, and so yeah, if we're getting into portals, I'm there. Aperture Science, man, I'm all about it.
I shoot it here, I pop out there.
All right, so there you go. Those are our eye catcher things that caught our eye. Thank you again to Girish, the animator of our little intro there. If you liked me getting stabbed in the eyeball with dice and screaming, I still don't know where that scream comes from, by the way. Maybe Girish is like a really good impersonator
Maybe.
of my scream. Anyway, he
Maybe
also
you just scream randomly on videos.
no. Anyway, he also did the recent animations. If you watch our last top 10 list, top 10 games that start with the letter M, he also did the new transitions for all the different numbers there. So go check that out.
Sliders! I loved that show as a kid. Violent Frog. Yes.
I also love burgers. All right, let's jump to the contributor, and we'll be back.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, we are Ryan and Bethany.
From Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
All right, today we are talking about Tag Team. This is from Scorpion Mask, brought over to the US from Hachette. And basically, in this game, this is a lane auto battler deck building game. So basically, you are going to take 2 fighters. There's 12 of them altogether in this box. You can take 2 of them randomly, or you can even draft them. They're all very, very asynchronous in terms of their abilities, their health, their strength, all that kind of stuff. You're going to take 2 of them, and then you are going to mix them all up. You have 2 decks, kind of like Smash Up, where you're going to take those decks and you're going to mix them all up together. But each card has a starting deck, or starting card, and you're going to put those in a certain order. And then you're going to battle each other. You're going to say 1, 2, 3, reveal. The top card you reveal, do whatever it does. Do some damage, set up some one of your cards. And then you're going to do the next card. 1, 2, 3, reveal. And you are going to play the next card and do whatever it does. But now you're out of cards. What are you going to do? You've got your deck now that you've made. You're going to draw 3 cards off the top of the deck, and you're going to choose one of them to add into your own deck that you've already started playing with. But you have to put it somewhere in the middle, either the top card, the bottom card, or in the middle card. And you cannot change the order for the rest of the game. So basically, you are building your deck, quite literally constructing the order in which your deck is going to trigger for the rest of the game. And every turn you're going to simply do the same thing. You're going to reveal all your cards in a row, do whatever damage happens, do whatever effects happen, and then keep on going. The game is going to end when one of the two players that you've chosen has lost all of their health, and you have lost the game.
Man, this is so cool. Like, so cool. Because while the other player is playing, you're seeing all the cards. So even though they're only putting one new card in their system, in their pool, and you don't know where it's going to go, you've seen everything that they have. So when you're drawing your card, you might actually try to plan strategically so you can combat the card that came when they played, but you don't know when they're going to place their new card. But you've got to know when they're going to place it because you have to figure it out so you can beat them. It's just like the coolest little thing. I was super impressed with this game. I loved it so much. We played it back to back to back to back when we first opened it because it was so cool. And we just needed to play all the characters, which were all very different from each other.
I was almost disappointed at first because I really like Sky Team.
Yeah.
And so this is called Tag Team. I was like, oh, it's basically just like a new version. It's from Scorpion Mask. This is like Sky Team 2, basically, maybe. I'm really excited about it. It's like, oh, it's a competitive thing. It's like, it's not, it's not cooperative at all, but it's cooperative on your side of the table.
Yeah, that's true.
Your two guys are cooperative. So I was disappointed initially, but quickly overcame that because I thought it was really, really fun to just bust this out and just make two random people pair together and see if their combinations work together. Yeah. And then once you get used to it, you can start drafting them together and see if you can find synergies between the two characters. Maybe one's really good at defense and healing, one's got really strong attack, or maybe one has special abilities, or whatever the case is. So I love finding which pairs of these work well together, and sometimes which ones don't work well together. That could be just as much fun.
Well, everybody, this is Ryan. I'm Bethany. Hoping you have a happy, healthy breakfast. If you want to hear more from us, you can find us on YouTube or Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
Hey, remember how we said we're going to talk about Dice Tower West?
This is the moment.
Guess what the topic of the top 10 list is today? Top 10 reasons.
That we're to be excited for? Reasons.
Better.
Reasons.
I fixed it.
You should have written raisins.
Top 10 raisins to be excited for Dice Tower West. I'm going to fix this so that, yeah. Oh, yeah. I did
1,
it now.
the dancing raisins. 2, the lady with the basket.
With the dancing raisins? Do you mean the California Raisins, like jazz
Yeah.
group?
Uh-huh.
They're not the dancing raisins.
Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. Yeah.
And 3, yogurt covered. No, I prefer chocolate actually over yogurt covered raisins. Yeah, I'm a chocolate.
I like yogurt covered a lot, but then at some point I get way oversweetened with them.
Yeah, they're too sweet. That's the problem. They should reduce the sweetness of the raisins, lower the sugar content, and then dip them in yogurt.
Your
How-
food
how would you
science
do
is getting
that?
away from us here. Eric, do you enjoy putting raisins in oatmeal, cooking them in it so that they kind of replump, rehydrate a little bit? They become quasi-grapes?
I mean, I would pick other dried fruit to do that with, say a blueberry or a strawberry. If I'm putting them in oatmeal, I'd rather that than raisins. But yeah,
I
I'll
love
have it.
raisins in oatmeal.
Acceptable answer. Both of you. Hey, if you're not familiar with the top 10 list that we do here on Board Game Breakfast, we're going to each be going through our 3 of our picks, which leaves the number 1 answer up for y'all in the chat. So go ahead and type, what is the number 1 reason to be excited for Dice Tower West? I am going to kick things off here with just a very plain and simple fact. Dice Tower West has one of the largest gaming libraries, I think, of any convention. It's massive.
And it is a different library than the one we bring to East, and we bring to the cruise, and we bring to Retreat, and we bring to the vacation.
Dice Tower
Dice Tower
Vacation.
Vacation.
Yes, that'll be happening this year. So we have the one out here in Florida, and so Tim has kind of free reign, and so he has just this massive mega library. Some years in the past, they've brought a couple of these shelves that are just kind of like a like a museum of like these old, like war games and fun like 70s nostalgia games and stuff. Like I got to pull out and look at the original Dark Tower game. So
Bet it looked great.
yeah. But the library is awesome. You're going to say something, Eric? I think I cut you off.
Yeah, it has some things that don't exist in the primary East library. And yeah, I've enjoyed that shelf in the past. I'm not sure it's going to make another reappearance because they've sort of made it so that everything can be checked out. That archive shelf sort of was you need to keep it in the library. We don't want you to go anywhere with these. But they had like old Star Trek games or early German imports like Linny Eins, the early streetcar game, and some really cool archival quality games in there. But there's also some things that you won't see on the East Library, like a complete Freedom and Freeze collection, whereas Tom has culled some of his less favorite ones from the collection. But you'll get almost all of them in the West Library, which is pretty cool.
Very true. Very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot. So there you go. At number 10, massive. And I do mean massive gaming library.
It's Vegas-sized, you see. I get the next selection, so number 9 comes from me. The climate of Las Vegas. I am so sick of snow. We have had so much. There is still. We've actually had 40-degree weather for the last few days, but still, it's just piles of snow in the backyard. We have a deck that the snow has been up to my waist. If I wanted to try and grill something, it would not be possible to do that. I am looking forward to a desert just for a little while. That is the Connecticut Capitol building that you've put there. Thanks, Chris. That's what Hartford has looked like for the past several weeks. I just need it to be warm again for a little while, and I'll enjoy the desert and bring the chapstick, and I'm ready to go.
Fabulous.
Do you have one of those like jacuzzi tubs that has the lid and you like brush off the 5 feet of snow so you can climb in the jacuzzi?
Oh, like an outdoor jacuzzi?
Yeah.
No.
No, he just fills up his sound booth with warm water.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Soggy foam sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, really absorbs all the nose flute.
That's the problem. Now we understand. All right. Well, I have not been to Dice Tower West since 2020. This is the first year I get to come back since moving here to Florida, which is really exciting for me. So I am excited to see how it's changed, how much it's grown. Because I think it was about 2,000 people, 3,000 people.
Yeah, it's about 3,000 plus people at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. It was significantly smaller before. So I'm just really excited to see how it's grown. Yeah.
We used to have to share the convention center space. Now the whole convention center area of the West Gate is ours. We don't have to share with
The bodybuilders.
the bodybuilders or the there's like a German army event or something. Like, or like it was very interesting. As you walked into the hall, you're like, you're here for board games. You're here for lifting weights.
I missed all the years in the Rio. In fact,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've stepped foot in the Rio ever in my life, which is weird because I lived there, but I never had a reason to go to the Rio.
You lived at the Rio?
No, just like ever go to the Rio.
When we lived in Vegas.
I never went and saw the like flamingos and stuff.
That's at the Flamingo.
That would make sense. Never saw them there either.
Now we're going to name all the major casinos I have not seen flamingos in. Bellagio. Done. The MGM. Okay. Number 7. This is one this is a thing that was a little like, there's a lot of events that take place at Dice Tower West, which is pretty neat. And so last year, Taylor Reiner from Taylor's Trick Taking Table started something called Game Market Vegas. And I thought this was really neat. It's just like a little indie game developers, or like, yeah, just like people who make little indie games. And so people were selling stuff there. And it's just people who like handcrafted 50 copies of something and whatnot. So it's just kind of a cool little like subset, a sub-event within the greater event. And so it's just cool that like if you want to find stuff that like doesn't exist anywhere else, if you want to find stuff that people just kind of just poured into and were like, yeah, I made this. This is it. This is all that's ever going to be made. There's cool stuff like that. So I like that Tim works with Taylor to put on Game Market Vegas, which will return this year.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Number 6 is going to be mine. I am excited to catch up on the 2025 releases that I haven't had a chance to play yet. We do the Dice Tower Awards every year. We're getting to the point where we have to start voting on those things. And so there is a big old area of the hot games, which will include many of the things that I haven't had a chance to play yet in 2025, that are just set up, ready to go. And I can, as long as I can get a seat at one of these tables, I can just troll my way along and pick up those games that I haven't had a chance to play yet, like Speakeasy or The Old King's Crown or Deep Regrets. All of those I haven't played yet, but they're relatively highly ranked. And I don't know, I haven't checked to see if all 3 of those are in the hot games list. That's probably something I should have done. But I love to just sort of walk up and down those aisles and say, ooh, I haven't played that. Ooh, there's an empty seat. Here we go. Or come in really early and just, I'm sitting here. I don't know who's going to play with me. I am going to play Speakeasy today, and I know it's going to happen.
Good way to do
Nice.
it is to show up early. It really is. Gamers like staying up late. Fewer gamers like waking up early.
True
That's very
that.
true.
And you're from the East Coast, so it's easier to get up early.
That is very true. I have an advantage.
Because it's right after daylight savings time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks for
spring forward.
Yeah,
Oh,
so we
boy.
lose an hour.
Why isn't that
But we
outlawed
gain
yet?
2 hours by flying to the west.
Yes. What I will say, too, was the cool thing about the Hot Games area is that they have all those game theory tables. They sponsor the Hot Games area. So they have, like, nice tables that you're sitting at the whole time playing, like, the brand newest games. And, of course, like, the rest of the open gaming areas, the normal, convention folding tables, tablecloths on them. But the Hot Games area is pretty great. It's really well done. Number 5... No, is coming from Wendy.
It's for me.
Yeah.
Number 5, I'm a bit sentimental. I do love the games, Eric, but what I love even more than the games are the people. And so I'm really excited to see friends old and new because, like I said, I haven't visited a long time, so it's fun. I'm excited to see some of those people I haven't seen in 5 years, 6 years. But also, I love the people that come to all of our conventions and that I've seen at other conventions. So I'm just excited to see the people I know and love, and then make new friends while playing games.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to know what the context of this picture is. Hey, everybody, let's applaud the photographer.
Yes, the context of this picture, I was like, this is a nice looking picture. Eric surely won't ask what the context of this is. I did a panel last year right after I had a booth shift at in the, what do you call it, the exhibitor hall. And I was on the booth until 3 o'clock, and Taylor invited Mike DeLisio and myself to be on a panel with him. And I told him, hey, your panel starts at 3. I will be done. I will scooch my boot as soon as I can right over there. And so what he did was he decided to say, hey, everybody, Chris is going to be joining us here in literally just a few minutes. So when he walks in, can everyone just stand up and make him feel really awkward and chant and cheer for him? And so...
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's what this was about. It was
Okay,
nice.
so you walked in, camera, phone a-blazing?
Yeah. Well, I did vlogging stuff. So anyway, Rich Saunders, he's right there. He's right in the live chat.
Aw,
He's right there.
that he is.
Yeah, ready to make fun of me. I see you, Rich. I'll pay you back one day. All right, number 4, coming from me here. This is I love that at Dice Tower West, there are so many little groups of people that you can just nerd out with, right? So this banana-fied human being over here is Bonzinator. She has some of her own little events there. You've seen some of the pictures, like the Thinker Themer. They have like little Joey games area. There's the Knizia enthusiasts who like have their own little area where all of these groups are very welcoming, right? These guys nerd out on playing every old Knizia game they can possibly find. But anyone who wants to walk up and play with them, fantastic. There's a group of people down here who last year were going to play through the entire campaign of the Ark's Blighted Reach expansion. There's people who are chasing new games like Roz, the new Dice Tower Central. And it's just fun that, like, if you just want to nerd out with, like, a specific kind of group of people, I will say that even though there's these little, like, kind of groups, so to speak, out west, they're very welcoming. They're very inviting. So anyone wants to come in, play some dusty old Knizia games, half of which are terrible, half of which are pretty fun, actually. Go find that group of people. Like this, I think that West does a good job of allowing you to kind of nerd out how you want to nerd out, while still being welcoming. That's my number 4.
That's nice.
Eric,
Oh, it's
take it
me.
away.
Yep, it's you.
Sorry, I was distracted by my curling broom falling over in the corner, and everything's fine. It's all fine.
Were you curling this morning in your studio while it was underwater?
I moved the curling broom, and so I put it up in the corner, so it was actually in view of the camera, and it just fell down. Anyway, in Vegas, you can find food that you can't find anywhere else. There is such an interesting conglomeration of culinary delights, and you can just grab a quick bite somewhere, or you can go have a culinary experience like a hot and juicy crawfish massage that you can't find anywhere else. And I look forward to experiencing that and having that adventure where you never know what you're going to find as you turn the next corner.
I bet all the gamers at your table get really hungry by the end of the game. Like, oh, did you just really want like seafood?
So this is the picture that just keeps on giving, man. Eric and I were driving around, 2 years ago? Last West, 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2 or 3, I think.
Oh my
On our way to
gosh.
the grocery store or something.
Yeah, we're just gonna pick up some drinks or something. And by the way, when you go to Vegas, eat off the strip if possible. I mean, you will save.
Pick it up off the ground, right on the strip.
I mean, like if you take an Uber over to the Chinatown area, Pan-Asian town area, you're going to pay way less. To the point where paying for the Uber there and back again is going to still save you from typically eating on the strip. I think Dice Tower West has a pretty good food court area where you can get reasonably priced, like basic foods, like a hot dog or hamburger and stuff right there in the convention hall. But when you want that good meal, just travel around a little bit. There's so much good food in Vegas. Anyway, Eric and I were driving around. We passed that sign, and we just laughed and laughed and laughed. And this picture just comes up every once in a while.
You can't ever forget the hot and juicy crawfish massage. But also there are cool buffets. If you are willing to pay that strip premium, there's some things you just don't see anywhere else that are spectacles. And yeah, I'm in for that stuff.
There's also In-N-Out Burger, which is dirt cheap and so delicious.
So good. It's my favorite fast food burger. I don't think it's better than a restaurateur burger, right? When people say In-N-Out's overrated, it's because people don't talk about it as if it's fast food. It's a great fast food burger.
They also gluten-free, right?
They do. They do. All right, Wendy, number 2.
All right, number 2. So I am excited that I get to hang out with these two cats here. We are going to be doing a panel at Dice Tower West. Things we've learned working at the Dice Tower. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to see the great wisdom that Eric has gained over the years. And what is this picture, Chris?
I've learned not to let Chris pick the pictures, is what I've learned.
Yeah, me too, clearly.
That was me trying out a vending machine pizza roll at Essen and learning my lesson.
That lesson should have been learned beforehand. A pizza roll from a vending machine, Eric?
I was hungry. The breakfast place was closed, and we were... Mistakes were made.
That just keep on giving. Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 1 here is coming from the live chat, and I'm going to go ahead and pick. Where'd it go? I should have had this ready. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Bated
That
breath.
one. The other one. The first one.
Wait, where did it go? I can't find it anymore.
They deleted it.
Here it is.
Oh.
Good old Rich Saunders, I mentioned. Come play games with me. I'll be teaching cool co-op games that you may not have played. And this is one of the other, I think, great things about Dice Tower events in particular. Tom has made a really good culture of encouraging people to be welcoming, play games with new people, put up little signs that say, hey, looking for players, looking for teachers. And there's so many people that teach games to other people that I think is just... I think that's just fantastic and heartwarming, and so one of my favorite things about the Dice Tower events is the number of people willing to teach each other games. Wendy is insistent I put this one up here.
You put the wrong Richard Saunders quote up.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I will not screw. No, I won't do it. I won't.
Never.
I won't entertain people, give them the things they want. You leave them wanting. That's how
Come
you
to
do
our
it.
panel, and I will just shiv Chris so you can experience properly.
I've learned something else about working for the Dice Tower. Stay away from Wendy.
All right, well, that's our top 10 list. We're going to be back after another contributor block here with the final segment, a game show led by one Wendy Yi. Let's see how this goes.
Hey, board gamers, BJ from Board Game Gumbo here. Back in the breakfast, this time taking a look at a really cool tableau building game called Castle Combo. Let's get right to the table. I'll show you what it's all about. Castle Combo has a lot going for it. 3 things for sure. Fun artwork as you look at the characters. The game only takes about 30 minutes, so it's easy to play as a tapas game or a filler game, whatever you're going to call it. But also, it feels like a bigger game because it's got big decisions. On your turn, you're going to be drafting these cards from one of these 2 rows, wherever the messenger is, and placing them into your tableau. You need money to draft most of the cards, although some of them are 0, but most of the better cards, you're going to need money. And also, you really need to be able to manipulate that messenger because you don't want to be stuck drafting from a row that doesn't really help you. These keys come in handy. They're not only points to the end of the game, but they also give you the ability at the start of the turn to spin one and move the messenger to the other row. Getting to that tableau, that's the key of the game, though. There's actions that happen when you place the cards down, and you really didn't need to think about those. There are symbols here, these different shields, and most of those are the scoring requirements for the game, for the cards. And also there's a little bit of engine building. You might want to buy cards that reduce your cost or that are going to help you out at the end of the game. There's a lot of decisions to make. The game has some luck in it, of course, with the card draw, but overall, there's enough strategy in a 30-minute game to really be a crowd pleaser when we play this one. All right, that's a quick look at Castle Combo, a great little tableau builder that we've been playing at conventions. Now that I finally have a copy for my Secret Santa, I can introduce it to some of my friends, but there's some lagniappe. There's an expansion coming out called Into the Oubliette, and it's got more cards, and it even twists the mechanics a little bit, so I can't wait to check that one out. Until next time, c'est le bon temps roulé.
Alrighty, it is game show time.
Eric brought his curling iron.
I'm going to sweep away the competition.
Oh,
No, I didn't bring prop.
Quick, grab a skull.
I'm
What?
going to kill Eric.
Okay, that got dark real fast. All right, so today we're going to be playing Trivia Chicken. So this is where I have some trivia in honor of Dice Tower West. I actually found the Westgate blog, like the Westgate Resort blog website has a whole bunch of random facts and information about Las Vegas.
Sounds thrilling.
Yes. And
Okay.
so this information is from 2023. So if it's slightly inaccurate, I blame them, not myself.
Pish posh. Old
Yeah.
news.
However, the way that this game works is that every answer is going to be a number. And whoever starts, we'll say Eric is going to start the first question. I will ask a question. Eric will give me a number that he thinks is close but has not gone over the correct number that I have. And then Chris will have a turn to say a number higher or to say, nah, Eric, you're wrong. You've made it over. And then we're going to go back and forth until someone calls the other person's bluff. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm here for this.
All right. So my first question starts with some great Las Vegas history. All right. So Las Vegas was founded. It was actually called Las Vegas because it is called the Meadow. It was actually a green area in the middle of the desert because it has a bunch of these underground wells, a bunch of groundwater. However, as Las Vegas grew and became bigger, that groundwater was getting all dried up. And so the great people in Las Vegas, I don't know, people in the government who know things, they said we need a water source that's dependable, that will be around. So they built the dam.
Bellagio fountains. Yes.
Exactly. No, they built the dam and they actually filled up what is now known as Lake Mead. And so that's something that I knew forever ago, right? Not new information. However, I didn't know that there's actually a ghost town at the bottom of that lake. And it was a town that was being lived in up until it was flooded. So it got progressively filled up over a few years. And I guess a guy actually had to take a boat to get to the shores when he finally was like, fine, I'm not living here anymore. So my question for you both is, how many feet down, when the water was at its peak height in Lake Mead, how far down was that town? Like, how deep was it covered? Eric, you get the first guess. How many feet below the water?
I'll say 30 feet below the water.
Oh, I'm going to raise you. I'm going to raise you to 130 feet.
Eric?
Ooh. I think you've gone too far, Chris, because I want to see how this game works.
Indeed, Chris has gone too far. It was about 70 feet below the water at peak. So Eric gets a point for that one. Now, actually, if you travel around Lake Mead, this is kind of on one of the outskirt parts of the lake. If you travel out, St. Thomas is actually poking out of the water now. That is how low the water has receded down.
St. Thomas is the name of the town?
Yeah, St. Thomas is the name of the ghost town.
It's also the name of a stop in the Bahamas on the Dice Tower cruise.
You're right.
So
It
I just
also
wanted to
pokes out of the
clarify
water.
which one
Yes.
we're talking about here.
Yes, the ghost town St. Thomas is poking out of the water now. You can actually see parts of the decomposing buildings and such.
That's bad news for a water supply.
Cool.
We've lost at least 60 feet or 70 feet. Yeah. All right. On to question number 2. Did you know that
Yes.
people in Las Vegas consume twice as much seafood as the entire rest of the country combined?
What? Combined?
Combined. All of the rest of the United States minus what's consumed in Las Vegas. So,
Are you sure that's not an average? Because I'm given to believe that some of these coastal towns might eat some seafood. This is
Well,
awesome.
yeah. So, I mean, if you think about it, every single little restaurant offers some sort of seafood dish, but then there's also those like massive seafood things like buffets and stuff.
It's all the
So,
buffets, yeah.
This is my question. Is how many pounds of seafood is consumed in Las Vegas in a single day? Starting with Chris.
How many pounds?
How many pounds of seafood?
Let's go simple.
I'm sorry, specifically shellfish.
Oh, this changes
Clarification.
everything.
Clarification, not just seafood.
Okay, name every shellfish in existence, please.
Honk.
You got to add it all up.
Got it.
Okay.
Good. I'm going to go with 2,000 pounds
All right, Eric.
daily.
Oh, I think
Daily.
it's about it's 20,000 pounds.
20,000.
Chris.
I'm going to claim that Eric is 21,000 pounds.
Oh. 30,000 pounds.
Eric's he's done it. He's blown it.
He's blown it,
He's
you
blown it.
think?
He's way too high. He's way too high.
Actually, about 60,000 pounds of shellfish is consumed in Las Vegas in a given day. Eric gets a point.
Eric gets the
More points for me.
All right. So Las Vegas is known as the wedding chapel of the world, right? At any average time, there's about 60 to 70 dedicated wedding chapels. Like that is the only thing that place of business does. But also every casino, tons of other places. Like you can get married almost anywhere.
movie theaters,
Including
Pinball
the
Hall
Westgate.
of Fames, even.
We did have a friend get married in the Pinball Hall of Fame, though that is not a service they regularly offer. That was like a personal,
Yes.
the guy worked there.
You have to ask special.
Yes. So my question for you is, in this world where all you have to do is just stand in a line to get a marriage certificate and then get Elvis to sign off on it, how many weddings in a day on average happen in Las Vegas?
Oh, amongst all of these,
Yes, amongst all of these. And I believe we're starting with Eric this time.
I will say it's 2,000 weddings a day.
Chris?
2,000 weddings a day. Oh my! There's also yeah. Let's go up to 2,600 weddings a day.
Eric?
It was a trick. I started high. You've gone too far, Chris.
Probably.
Chris has gone too far. It's more like 300.
Yeah. Could have called out Eric. I was debating it.
Oh, you should have. All right. Eric gets another point. How many points do you have, Chris?
All of them.
All right. Next up on the list, the High Roller Observation Wheel was built in 2014. And at that time, and I think still now, it's the tallest observation wheel in the world. It is 500 feet tall and 520 feet wide. I don't understand how circles work.
Compression.
Yeah, clearly. So the question I have for you all is approximately how many passengers ride that observation wheel a day?
Ooh, I'm going to try Eric's strategy and go really high and see if he calls me out on it. 100.
All right. So the pods, there's about 30 people in a pod at chief capacity. And
Only
there's,
2 Ps.
I want to say like 20 of those things. And it takes about half an hour to go all the way around. So a full revolution, you're talking about 600 people. So you do that. I'm going to say you're not always at full capacity. 3,000 people.
Chris?
3,000
After that
people in a
entire
day.
math equation?
I know. 3,000. 3,300.
Eric?
You've gone too far, Chris.
Chris has not gone too far this time.
I haven't gone far enough.
It is about 7,000 passengers a day.
All
So
right.
you were half, Eric. Your math was divided by 2.
This is great. I can catch up. This is my time.
This is your time. Just a few more questions. All right. The MGM Grand is known to have the largest casino floor at 171,000 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
It has 4 swimming pools, 3 whirlpools, 30 floors of hotel rooms. So my question for you, Eric, it's Eric's turn, right? Chris's turn?
Tis.
Starting with Chris.
Chris, that's what I meant the whole time. How many rooms to like the individual room? Like I have an actual number. This is not an average. How many rooms are in the MGM?
On average, how many rooms are in this one building?
I mean, technically.
I'm going to say 2,114.
Eric?
No, I bet it's closer to 2,800.
Chris?
Ooh. Let's go to 3,002.
Eric?
3,200.
Chris?
I think you've gone too far, mate.
Oh, Eric has gone nowhere close enough. It is 6,852 rooms
That's what I meant.
at the MGM Grand.
6,000.
Yeah.
Good heavens.
Almost 7,000. 6,852. All right. The Bellagio Hotel. Okay, what's the current score, actually, before we talk about the Bellagio?
Eric has 4 and I have less than 4.
Yes.
Okay,
Eric knows more about Vegas than me.
clearly. The Bellagio Hotel holds 2 Guinness Book of World Record entries. One is for the fountains that Eric mentioned before, the fancy dancy fountains. The other one is for a 27-foot tall chocolate fountain. It circulates 2 tons of chocolate inside of it. And my question for you, at quarts per minute, how fast does the chocolate get pumped?
Quarts per minute is my favorite unit of measure. Eric, you start.
Quarts per minute. All right. It's got to a gallon, and I'm gonna say 57 quarts per minute.
Chris?
57 divided by 4 times the 4th dimensional capacity of time. So basically, why quarts? Anyway, so divided by 4. So you're saying like 3 gallons, if I'm doing my math correct. I'm gonna up that to 70 quarts per minute.
Oh,
Ooh.
Eric?
Chris, you've gone too far.
He is not. It is 120 quarts per minute. There are 6 high power pumps inside of this chocolate fountain, making it flow through it. It's actually really cool. It's at like this like fancy cake decorating area, and it's all enclosed so the chocolate isn't like getting accessible by the air and getting nasty.
No little German children poking their fingers in
Yeah.
it, falling into
It's
the
just a
pot.
None of that,
display. Okay.
Yeah, but it does. It goes like up and around this whole like fancy bakery area.
I love the Willy Wonka movie. That river never looked like chocolate to me.
No,
All right, well-
it's too thin.
Way too thin.
So Eric has 5 points. Chris has 1. Is that where we're at?
No, I got that point.
Oh, you got that point.
I got that
You
point.
did
Yep.
get that point. Okay, we're even closer than I thought. Well,
4
for
to 2.
all of the bananas and the apples and the oranges and the crawfish,
It's a
our
full fruit
tiebreaker
basket.
is that I myself moved to Las Vegas in 1991.
You can't call this a tiebreaker. That's not what this is.
Chris doesn't actually know the answer to this, which is great. With January 1st being the lowest and December 31st being the highest, what day did my parents receive the keys to my childhood home in 1991?
Everyone's going to break into your bank now with this information. Who starts?
I think who start? Oh, we'll have you start, Chris.
January 2nd.
I'm going to go March 15th.
Ooh, Chris.
Ooh. April 21st.
Eric.
July 4th.
Ooh, patriotic.
Oh, Chris.
Your dad was a military man. How apropos. I'm going to say, I feel like in my heart of hearts it was July. So I'm going to go with July 9th.
No. My birthday does take place in
Wait,
July.
what are you talking about? You can't say no.
Chris, you've gone too far.
No! No! Outside information.
Eric gets all the points. He was winning anyway.
The game is rigged. How dare you ask me information about the town that I lived in for 31 years?
Eric, you owe me a 20. Oh, wow. But anyway,
So what was the
What
date?
was the answer?
my birthday is in July. But, however, it was on my brother's birthday that we received the keys to the house, April 25th.
Oh.
So you were both too far, but you were really close with your April 21st.
Oh, man.
All right, for all the points, Wendy has lost all of them. Thank you very
Yay.
much.
I got more points than Wendy at least, so that's good.
And this is good because our time is up.
Wendy finds a way to lose the game even when not playing.
Yes. I've got skills.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Well, folks, like I said, this is the last breakfast before Dice Tower West. We hope to see you there. We're looking forward to it. Yeah, there's a whole normal week's worth of content coming your way. Top 10 list and breakfast and crowd surfing and all the like. So make sure to stick around for this week of great content. Eric, is there a podcast coming out this week or after the convention?
Podcast will be airing while we're at Dice Tower West next week, and we're recording a live podcast on Friday afternoon at Dice Tower West as well. So
All right, make sure to
come on down and ask us questions.
All right, fantastic. Well, thanks, everybody. Until next time, my name is Chris Yi,
I'm Wendy Yi.
I'm Eric Summerer.
the nose flautist who won it all.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.